Well, good afternoon, everybody. I thought I'd take advantage of a rare break in the weather up in Scotland, and it's supposed to be a few clouds at 2,400, but I think 2020's overdone the clouds a bit. Looking at that, it's a bit silly, but we'll see. Sometimes it does that. It doesn't really depict the weather as it should be in the meter. Anyway, today I thought I'd continue my UK tour and, as I say, take what I thought was advantage of the weather. Might get a bit cloudy because we're going up over the Cairngorms. So we're parked here at I'll take that off. Parked here at Inverness, where we left off yesterday. Not yesterday, Wednesday. So we're going to fly across the Cairngorms. Not directly across the highest points, but down this way, following a sort of road. And we'll dip down here into the valley a bit, still about 1,000 feet, and visit Balmoral. And then from there, I'll cut across and visit Blair Castle. And then down to Dundee. So that's the intention today. I better just check I've got enough fuel. Let's stick some more in. Let's go up to 90. That'll do. So let's get going. So we're all set. Parking brakes on.
Clear.
Okay, so put alternators on, avionics are on. Oops, did that stop the props? Didn't leave enough. Oh, I thought it only stopped the prop when you shut the mixture. Oh well, never mind. I'll leave it there. Okay. I'll leave, shut the cowl flaps, don't we need those. Landing lights, taxi lights can go on, nav lights can go on, taxi lights can go on. Or is that off? Oh no, off's down the bottom, that's right. Panel lights, won't put the land lights or the strobes on yet. Prop lights can go on, pitot heat can go on. Okay. Let's go. Avoid those stairs. Well, we'll be taking off on runway 23 today, but right, cheerio Inverness. Nice scenery from UK 2000. So we're going to use the old one of the old runways as a taxiway, if that truck gets out of the way. Don't come straight at me. Go past it. I do wish they'd fix the ground traffic. I'm not on VATSIM today, so I haven't looked to see whether there's anybody on, but right, so we're going to use this runway 11 as a taxiway. And then take off on 2-3. Oh, there's another blooming truck coming. Look like an AA van, that one. And that's not Alcoholics Anonymous. automobile, whatever it is, authority or something, is it? Anyway, breakdown truck, for those not in the UK. Okay, right, so this is coming up to runway 23 here, where the runway crosses. So we'll get rid of my mush for now, and we'll just go up here a little way and then turn around. So I'm hoping the weather gets a bit clearer once we take off. Oh, that'll probably do. That'll be enough. That'll be enough. Oh, let's put this on so we see where we are. Okay. Don't have to be right in the middle of the runway. We're only a tiny little GA plane. Right, landed. Oops. Parking brake on for a minute. I didn't mean to hit that. Strobes on. Da, 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 da. Don't think I need the floodlight on. Right. Okay. Right, let's go and see how we can get on. So I want to take off and turn off to the left. Oh, of course. Sorry, my fault. I forgot. I inadvertently clicked the parking brake. No, that's off. Should go, shouldn't it? Why is it not moving? Oh, now we are. Right. 70 knots. Rotate. Inverness terminal. Okay, so we want to go off to our left.
Petty Castle, near Petty, Highland, Scotland, was a motte and bailey castle. The castle was the caput of the barony of Petty. Petty was held by the de Moravia family in the 13th century. The motte and bailey castle appears to have been replaced by the House of Petty by the 16th century, as the motte and bailey was known as Halhill, after being raided by the Mackintosh family, after the lands were given to John Ogilvie of Strathern. An inventory of the contents in 1517 includes masonry tools, halberds, axes and jedburgh staves, bows and arrows, and armour, wool and linen, cloth and yarn, clothes and furniture, 5 barrels of wine, and farm tools and ploughs. The Mackintosh family was later granted Petty. The lands were granted to James Stuart, 1st Earl of Moray, by his half-sister, Mary, Queen of Scots, following her return to Scotland in 1561. Castle Stuart was erected to the south-east and was completed in 1625.
There you go. Sorry, I couldn't look for it. I don't think it's rendered anyway. A bit too busy aviating at the moment. So as you realise, I've got a bush talk radio set up today, so we can hear about the various castles. Scottish castles, etc. Trim up a bit, get over these hills. Yeah, I'm just bringing my heading around to the autopilot. So I can sort that out. Go up over these candles here. That'll do. Altitude. but about 500 probably. 600, that'll do. We've got a heading mode as well. The weather certainly looks a bit clearer further south than it did the way we were facing. Actually, we were facing the cloud that's gradually coming in, but it's not. It wasn't really due to reach Inverness until later on. So I don't know why that was, but. I don't know what all these blue lines are on this map. Yeah, and then we get that. Not very good, is it? Anyway. So Inverness is down here, so we're heading southwest. I don't know if you can, oops, sorry. What's it, that one? Map options. Oh, right, we've got terrain topo. Still got the yellow ones. Traffic, no, I don't need that. Legend. That's quite handy. Yeah, so we're around about we're climbing up to 3,000, so we should be, in fact I might come down a little bit. As we clear that first area. So we leave the Firth and Forth behind. Gradually coming up to our 3,000. So it looks a bit clearer in the far distance, so it's the peaks of the Cairngorms out to our 1 o'clock. Oh, I haven't put my gear up. Silly me. Fly over the Scottish hills. Castle Grant coming up soon, but don't know if we shall see it. Out. We'll hear about it probably because it's a Bush Talk radio description. Just wondered if the blind works. Doesn't seem to. We should be approaching Castle Grant soon. Let's see if they've put any sort of building in 2020. Anywhere, it will be off to our left. So keep watching here. We might see it. Don't think I've got any. No, I haven't got any mountains in the way.
Castle Grant stands a mile north of Grantown on Spey and was the former seat of the clan Grant chiefs of Strathspey in Highlands, Scotland. It was originally named Fruchie Castle but was renamed Grant in 1694. The castle is a Category A listed building and the grounds are included in the Inventory of Gardens and Designed Landscapes in Scotland. Castle Grant is allegedly haunted by the ghost of Lady Barbara Grant, daughter of a 16th century laird. However, her small apparition is said to be sad rather than terrifying. She is said to have died of a broken heart after being imprisoned in a dark closet for falling in love with the wrong man.
Oh. I can't see any castles. Probably around here somewhere. Probably down here. I say it's not one that's a 2020 UK update point of view. Get over that. Oh yeah, just about. Snowy tops on the Cairngorms. Beautiful Scottish Highlands. to head a bit more south, so about 115 probably. 16. Yeah, shame it's not quite as few clouds as I was expecting. As I say, it does look a bit brighter up ahead, so hopefully it will clear a bit. Certainly over that area, but then it's coming in from the northwest again behind us. So if we looked round to the northwest, you'll see that it's a lot cloudier over there. So I suppose it's fairly realistic. The Cairngorms again. Oh, you probably noticed I changed changed the pilot. I'm no longer a female. Right, let me get back round here a bit. I think we can come down a little bit now as well. Slow a little bit, so approach Balmoral, wave to the Queen. No, she's had COVID in Windsor, so she's confined to Windsor at the moment. sort of file on westward here.
Royal Loch Negar Distillery is a single malt Scotch whisky distillery based on the Abergeldy estate on Royal Deeside, in the Highland whisky producing area of Scotland. It flows to the mountain Loch Negar. The first Loch Negar distillery was burnt down in suspicious circumstances in 1824 and a replacement again burnt down in 1841. In 1845 John Begg built the new Loch Negar. The distillery was awarded its royal warrant in 1848 when John Begg invited Prince Albert to visit the distillery from the nearby Balmoral Castle, the Queen's residence in the Highlands. The next day the distillery was visited by Queen Victoria, Prince Albert and their 3 eldest children. The distillery then became known as Royal Loch Negar. Today Royal Loch Negar is leased by Diageo from the Abergeldy estate, and the distillery produces a relatively small amount of whisky, most of which is used in Johnnie Walker Black and Blue Label.
I can't find Balmoral. I missed it. Oh yeah, there it is. I missed it. Should we go around again? Before I hit the hillside. So we can have another look. We'll circle round. I'm sure the Queen won't mind. I think I'm clear of these hills pretty well, am I? Not that one, I'm not. Skim the treetops for a minute. Whoa. Cut the tops off the trees there, I think. Alright, let's come back around this way. It was much easier in the helicopter. There she is. There's Balmoral, Queen's residence in Scotland. Balmoral Castle. I've been there. Well, as a tourist visitor. Okay, we actually want to go this way now. Pretty quick turn. I'll head west. It's what they call Balmoral Cairns as well, whatever that is. Not sure what that is. Probably tell us in a minute. We need to climb up again here actually. up to 3,000 feet. Bit difficult to follow my route when I'm on headed mode. I have to keep adjusting it. I'm meant to be in the valley, but I think we can probably cut through here somewhere.
Invercold Castle is a country house situated in Royal Deeside near Braemar in Scotland. It is protected as a Category A listed building, and the grounds are included in the inventory of gardens and designed landscapes in Scotland. The Farquharson family settled in the area in the 14th century and constructed a tower house in the 16th century. A vaulted basement within the present building dates from this time, although the tower house was remodeled in the late 17th century. Further alterations were made through the 18th and 19th centuries, and in 1875 the castle was extensively remodeled by John Thomas Wimperis in the Scots baronial style. The house retains many Victorian furnishing and paintings. The castle estate comprises approximately 200 square miles, set within the Cairngorm National Park, including a length of the River Dee. The 10th Laird, James Farquharson, planted significant portions of the estate to woodland to supply the shipyards of nearby Aberdeen. Invercold's sporting estate and location near the Royal Highland home of Balmoral Castle made it a favourite resort of Queen Victoria. Kindricate Castle is a ruined 14th century fortification in Aberdeenshire, Scotland. It is located at Braemar, in a strategic position on the banks of the Cluny Water, a tributary of the River Dee. The ruins are protected as a scheduled monument. Kindricate was a hunting seat of King Robert II, who issued charters here most years between 1371 and 1388. In 1390 Robert III granted a license to Malcolm Drummond to build a new tower on the site. The present ruins comprise the ground floor of the tower, measuring around 19.3 by 13 metres. The site of the earlier Royal Lodge were excavated in the 1920s and included a hall around 30 by 9 metres, with square towers at each corner. John Erskine, Earl of Mar, showed the ruined castle at Kindricate to John Taylor when the poet made his Pennilly's pilgrimage to Scotland in 1618. Taylor, who rode with the Earl from Braemar Castle, was told that Malcolm Canmore had built the castle in the 11th century. He thought it remarkable because he did not see another house in the next 12 days of their ride. C. Michael Hogan has suggested that Kindricate Castle, as well as Kildrummy and Durris castles, were likely sited based upon strategic positions relative to the ancient Elsick Mount trackway, which provided a strategic crossing of the mouth of the Grampian Mountains.
I'm just trying to position myself for I think it's called Braemar Castle, which is one that's, oh, is it? Oh no, it isn't. Oh no, it isn't rendered. Okay, not to worry. Sorry, I thought it was one that was in 2020, but it isn't. So we'll turn back around. Back over in Invercold Castle at the minute. Basically, I think I want to follow that river down there. What it that river? No, it's definitely the one in the valley. Yeah, it's definitely this valley, he says, hopefully. Those hills. Down to about 1,000 feet. No, I don't want to be down to 1,000 feet. So it's a bit tricky trying to steer around these with the mouse on the heading mode. I should have taken it off autopilot and just flown it manually for a bit. Still, adds a dramatic. Oh, there's a castle. I think that's just a rendition, default castle. Well, I'm going to have to climb up again, actually. Oh, I'm going to hit the hills if I'm not careful. Right, let's set it in the direction I want to go. Which is roughly 253. 253 will be around here, so let's go around this way. No, not there yet. Basically want to follow this valley for a little way. It's the River Dee that runs all the way to Aberdeen, I think. The River Dee starts in the mountains, I guess, somewhere. Right, let's need to climb up, or I'm not going to get over the next peak. BS up. Snowy mountains. I basically want to go around this way. Well, we're basically following the River Dee to its source. There's the River Dee running up here. That's where it starts, somewhere up here. It's got a branch here, joins it into one. Two streams run down from these mountains. love the dramatic mountains. Can't beat them for scenic beauty. Okay, want to head down that way. Follow that branch of the D. Going that way though, that's where it starts, up here somewhere. Now we have to negotiate through this mountain ridge, which might be a bit tricky. I might actually take it off autopilot in a bit. Because I need to fly down the valley and I'd rather do it in full control, so to speak. Bring my speed back a little bit. Otherwise we'll go flying past Blair Castle. Oh, where did the snow go? It just suddenly disappeared. Huh. Never mind. Right. Where do I want to go here? Here, I think. I think I want to go down this. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's where I want to go. Let's take it off autopilot for a minute. Yeah, we want to go down this valley here, river. But I want to descend at the same time. So we'll go down through this gorge almost. Should be able to come across Blair Castle. Not yet. Hold on to your hats. Yeah, I don't want to gear down, I'm not going that slow. There's snow on this side, not this side. So there's a bit of a cul-de-sac at the end here, which I perhaps hadn't bargained for. best way to go here? Do I want highway 18,000? I want to get down in the valley, so I think I'll turn right a bit. Go down around. I might have to pause the sim to so you can get a view of Blair Castle when we get down there. I'm hoping this river is running down rather than up. No, I think it's running down. See a river. Blair Castle should be the other side of it.
Blair Castle stands in its grounds near the village of Blair Athol in Perthshire in Scotland. It is the ancestral home of the Clan Murray, and was historically the seat of their chief, the Duke of Athol, though the current Duke, Bruce Murray, lives in South Africa. The castle stands in Glengarry, and commands a strategic position on the main route through the central Scottish Highlands. The castle is a Category A listed building, and the grounds are included in the Inventory of Gardens and Designed Landscapes in Scotland, the national listing of significant gardens.
Well, I can't see it again. Let me just pause it a minute. Can we see it? I don't know what it actually looks like. Is that it there? I shouldn't think so. Well, it should be just off my right wing. Not behind us, is it? No. I think it's probably meant to be. It can't be. Where's the river that runs down? That's the river that runs down. It should be just on the left. Oh well. Yeah, that's where the river joins. So it should be before then. Am I right over the top of it? Well, I can't see anything that looks like a castle, particularly. No. Rather strange. You can normally tell. Oh, hang on, what's that over there? Oh yeah, there it is, there, look. Oh well. We missed it. I'm not gonna go back again. Right, so now we follow this valley. all a bit black and white, isn't it? Still, it is winter. Winter's coming, as they say in Game of Thrones. Oops. Why has it stopped? I just wanted to get some navigation stuff up for Dundee. What we got? Haven't got much. 394 ADF. Adjusting my heading first before putting the autopilot on. Why is that going up? Down slightly. Right, so we'll follow this river for a little while and down this valley. About 1500. What do I put there? 1300. Let's go 1400 for the time being. Tune these things. I like that. It's one used to tune it then. Oh, I'm just watching where we're going. Just use. The ADF tuning in this. Oops, that wasn't the way I meant to go actually, but never mind. Oh yeah, I can follow that river, this river around. Yeah, how do you tune this then? I can move that, but I can't change that. Oh, it's a count. It's a 0. Alright, 0, 3. What was it? It's alright. 394. switch it? How do you switch it? Why don't you go over there? ADF. Oh, enter. That's it. Oh, I lost it then. Oops. Oh, damn. Damn. Should watch where I'm going, really. Alright, let's go through this gap. I didn't want to be here, but never mind. Just get past this ridge and then should be okay. That's what happens when you're trying to do several things at once. So I've got it on autopilot. I haven't got a heading in there. Right, so we want to come round to what, 119. Probably about there, I would think, for the time being. Right, I've got to do this again now. Right, keep your eye up there for me. Right, where was it? Right. 3 9 what? 394. 4. Enter. Hey! Right, now how do you get it on here? You get ADF? No. Well, that's a great help, isn't it? Oh, mode nav 1. Okay. So it's that one. Right, course. Right, we want to come round more than that actually. I could do, that's the, we're coming this way, so I'll have to fly over the airport, I think. Right, I want to be basically east. East. I might even go a bit more than east. Out there. Through that gap there. Okay, right, let's adjust my course. I want a course of what is it, 272. I didn't know the Loch 1 worked on an ADF. It works on a VFR, but I forgot what I said it was now. 272. 271, 272. There you go. Right, so we're all set up for our approach. Get over this ridge, of course. We're going to fly over the city of Dundee and then turn around. go through this little ridge here. And then we should be fairly free to gradually descend down to the coast. So there's Dundee ahead of us. I've got a photogrammetry add-on for the Dundee city, so and I've also got Orbex Dundee Airport. So hopefully it doesn't do a wobblier with the photogrammetry stuff, but we'll see. So we'll fly out, have a look at the city. Right, I think we can begin slow. I'll bring this down to 1,000 feet. No, not 500. What does it recommend here for the approach? They've got 2,000, but that's a steep. I don't know why that's so steep. We'll come in at about 6 miles out. I don't think we get a DME for the ADF. It says DME ADF, but maybe because it hasn't picked it up yet. Haven't picked it up yet anyway. Yeah. So we'll fly outwards, outbound. Fly across the city, just have a look, see what it looks like. Tesco Extra there. Mills Observatory. Don't know where that is. Yeah, I haven't got any bush talk radio stuff for it, but I just hope it loads and doesn't go all cauliflower trees and little pyramids. Okay, we're not going down. Why are we not going down? We've got Loch Park over here. So I'm going to turn upstream a bit. And then we'll turn around and head back into Dundee. Go past the castle here. Broughty Castle, that is. Right, autopilot off. Right, so we'll turn over the city. See Blair Castle. I just wanted to get a picture of the castle. Sorry about that. Okay. Right, so we have to come in, it's probably because of the road bridge, I guess. The Tay road bridge. That they come in at a steeper angle, but we're only a little GA, so I might even take another picture. I better put some gear down. Quite low actually, 400 feet. What this area is here. It's not been done very well, has it? They obviously forgot about the river or the water. Different levels. Looks like a waterfall there, doesn't it? Since we're a bit low, but never mind. That was a bit of a hard landing. Came in a bit too fast there, I think. I'll turn around on this little turning point. Yeah, so you get that's the trouble with the photogrammetry. When you're up close, you get all these angular bushes and things, which I don't like. Looks okay from about 1,500 feet, but when you get close, it can look horrible. Still, I'll turn it off for the next trip. Won't be seeing much of it anyway. I'm presuming that photogrammetry stuff, the add-on bit, was what caused the sea to go a bit odd by the bridge. But that's quite a nice airport though, Dundee. We'll go up nearer the terminal, I think. We have to go off here. I want to have a look at the airport. Yeah, see all these trees, they look like origami trees, don't they? And look at these. Oh dear, that's rather sporty. Is that meant to be a plane? Yeah. Yeah, it's a shame that. I know the guy said he did the airport as well, and that's probably what's caused it to be a bit odd. I probably shouldn't have included. Oh, it's a fire engine again. He's coming straight for me. He's stopped. He's oh, go away, stupid thing. Right, I'm going to park on the grass here. I'm not sure where the parking places are, but I don't think this is the Orbex airport, so I think this is his photogrammetry. So when I come back, or when I take off from here for the next leg, I won't include the photogrammetry stuff. These odd looking trees, etc., and we'll see what it looks like without it as an airport. I'll try and park somewhere near here. Might not be the exact place when you start off, but okay. Well, thanks for watching. Thanks for watching, and hope you enjoyed the trip through the Cairngorms. And we did get to see Balmoral in the end, even though I had to go around. Alright, shut it down. And hope you join me again next time. And I'll see you then, and say cheerio for now. And we'll have a better look at Dundee Airport next time round. So until then, bye for now.